Hello, science fans. Facts speak for themselves. You've heard of this saying, right? But if it was true, then people shouldn't believe in fake news anymore, right? But the thing is, it's actually very hard to convince people to stop believing in fake news and start believing in science. Why is this happening? And how do we make people believe in facts instead? But before we answer these questions using science, let me first say hello to our new viewers. My name is Chona and I'm your resident Filipina scientist. I'm a researcher who loves sharing our discoveries with people. I'm also a teacher who loves to connect classroom lessons with real-life scenarios. And SHE-ensya is my science communication channel where I would like to share the beauty of STEM to more people. Why is it so hard to fight fake news? One of the reasons is because majority of us are trapped in echo chambers. An echo chamber is an environment where a person only encounters information or opinions that reflect or affirm their own thoughts. Echo chambers cater to confirmation bias. And this is our tendency to remember or accept information that confirms our own, while at the same time rejecting or ignoring information that makes our perspectives look wrong. Echo chambers also create filter bubbles that shield us from perspectives that are different from our own. Consequently, this can cause us to become unaware or even reject scientific consensus that challenges our existing beliefs. Echo chambers can also amplify and perpetuate misinformation or pseudo-scientific claims. When members of an echo chamber consistently share or reshare misinformation, this can create a distorted perception of reality. Now, echo chambers often foster a sense of belonging or shared identity within a group. People may resist accepting scientific facts because they don't want to be cancelled or pushed out of the group that they belong to. Now, another reason why people find it hard to change their minds about fake news, even if we've told them the truth, is because of the sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy describes our tendency to continue on with an endeavor once we've invested time, effort, or even money into it, even if the benefits of the endeavor do not outweigh its costs. When individuals invest time, effort, or resources in a particular belief, they start developing emotional attachments to it. This emotional attachment can make it challenging to let go of those investments, even when presented with scientific facts that contradict their beliefs. The fear of feeling that their prior investments were wasted can lead to the resistance of accepting this new information. The sunk cost bias can also contribute to cognitive dissonance, which is the discomfort experienced when confronted with conflicting information or beliefs. To reduce this discomfort, individuals may downplay or outright reject scientific information that contradicts their beliefs, because if they accept these beliefs, they would feel bad because they were wrong. Now, people often tie their beliefs to their identity and reputation. Admitting that they were wrong, changing their minds, or shifting their stand on a particular topic because of scientific evidence can actually be considered a threat to their social image or social standing. This can lead individuals to ignore or dismiss scientific facts to protect their identity and reputation within their social groups. The sunk cost fallacy is also affected by loss aversion, which is our tendency to weigh losses more heavily than gains. Individuals may view changing their beliefs in light of new scientific facts as a loss of their prior investments rather than a gain of knowledge or understanding. This can make it difficult for individuals to objectively assess new scientific information, especially if it challenges their previous beliefs. Given all of this, information and education is never enough. So, when communicating the truth, here are some things we should remember. The first thing to realize is people do not stop having illogical beliefs by hearing logical arguments. Let me ask everyone, Have you once held any beliefs that you are now skeptical about? Did you change your mind and become a skeptic because somebody got in your face, screaming, and called you an idiot? I think majority of our viewers would say no. Because it is always much harder to entertain a new perspective when it is given to you with anger and judgment. So, even when faced with outlandish claims, changing minds cannot begin with taking sides. The number one mistake that people make when countering misinformation is by believing that by just simply reciting facts, we will start changing minds. People love to think that facts speak for themselves, but the thing is, they don't. Facts need an advocate. And the best way to do that is to frame facts in a way that the person we want to change will be open to listening to us. A scale of opinions can provide a framework regarding the potential of a person to change their minds or their beliefs. It helps gauge the degree of flexibility or resistance individuals may have towards adopting new perspectives or revising their existing views. So the first scale would be open-minded and flexible. Now, some people actually possess a high degree of open-mindedness and flexibility when it comes to their opinions. They are receptive to new information, willing to consider alternative viewpoints, and are open to revising their beliefs based on evidence. These individuals are more likely to engage in good discussions. It would be easier to sway their opinion by presenting facts, and they would actually become advocates for the scientific information that we're presenting. And then there are moderately receptive individuals. Most people actually fall into this category because they are moderately receptive to new information, but they can also have their own biases when it comes to dealing with new discoveries or scientific facts. They may require a more substantial presentation of evidence, logical reasoning, or repeated exposure to alternative viewpoints before being willing to revise their opinions. So, with patience, respectful communication, and more thorough discussions, it is still possible to change their minds. And then there's the neutral or undecided category. So, some individuals may lack strong opinions or they may not have enough information in order to decide on a topic. They may be more open to hearing various perspectives and evaluating evidence. In order to engage these individuals, we have to present a good balance of viewpoints, make sure that we do not pressure them to take sides immediately, and also show them the importance of why changing their perspectives towards one end of the spectrum would be more beneficial in pushing for better changes in society. And then there's firmly entrenched. These are individuals who have a very strong grip on their existing beliefs. They may have strong emotional attachments to their positions, and their identity or social connections may be closely tied to those beliefs. Changing their opinions may be challenging. They may present strong resistance to your reasoning. They may exhibit cognitive dissonance, and they would require a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of investment in order for us to be able to even just slightly change their opinions across the scale. We have to be ready to provide significant amount of consistent, evidence-based information, provide them exposure to alternative viewpoints, and take time to build trust to make progress in changing their opinions. We don't have to give up on people with firmly entrenched beliefs. We just have to ask ourselves if we have the resources to invest in order to teach their minds, touch their hearts, and eventually transform their lives. In the end, facts are never enough to change people's minds, especially when they have an emotional attachment to their pre-existing beliefs. We have to dedicate and invest time and resources with communities that we hope to help and we hope to convince. That's why we need more people in STEM and in science communication. But what do you think? What other reasons do you see for people to not believe in scientific facts? Do you have techniques that you can share to help sell scientific information or share them to the general public better? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below.